Hi guys, welcome back. We are going to talk about volumes of pyramids today, and we're going to talk about three specific pyramids. The first one is a square pyramid. Now when we say square pyramid, that means the base is a square. So if we look here at the base, if I scribble it in a little bit, you can see that it's a square, right? And I guess even better would be me using my pointer. So this is a square base, okay? So when we're looking at the formula, we have volume equals 1/3 times s squared times h. Now remember, s here means side because a square has both sides equal to each other, and h stands for height. Okay, so we're going to plug in what we know. And if we do that, we're going to have v equals 1/3 times s squared, which is 4, squared, times h, which is 6, because that's the height of the pyramid. I'm always going to take care of my squareds first. 4 squared is 16 times 6. And now I can either type in the calculator 1 divided by 3 times 16 times 6, or I can do 16 times 6 first, which would give me 96. So I'd have 1/3 times 96. And then I can just do 96 divided by 3, because 1/3 times anything is the same as dividing by 3. So this would be 32 inches cubed, because we're finding volume. Volume is always cubed. Okay, go ahead and pause this video if you need to catch up on any of the writing. And we're going to move on to a rectangular pyramid. The only difference here is because it's a rectangle, our base and height numbers are different, whereas in a square they were both the same number. So that's why we see b times h here, okay? And we can actually use this formula for a square, just b and h will be the exact same number. Okay, and let's talk through a little bit about this formula. So we have 1/3 times the base is b, right? Times the height. Now this is the height of the base. So that's talking about this 6 right here. Okay, now this big H stands for the height of the pyramid. Okay, so that would be this height here. Now, since it's multiplication all the way across, it doesn't really matter if for some reason these two heights get flipped. Not the end of the world. Or even if you flip all three of these numbers. As long as you multiply them all together, that's what's really important. So let's plug in what we know. We know v is 1/3 times b, which is 6, times the height of the base, which is 5, times the height of the pyramid, which is 12. And now I can multiply those three numbers all together. So we are going to have 6 times 5 times 12, which is 360. So we have 1/3 times 360. And if I do 360 divided by 3, I am going to get 120. Again, you can always type 1 divided by 3 times 360 in the calculator, and you will get the same 120. And of course, I'm always going to add my units, which would be centimeters cubed. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at triangular pyramids. So again, if we look at a triangular pyramid, our base is a triangle. Forgive my drawing skills, they're not the best. We have the height of the pyramid is 4 inches, the height of the base is 3, and the base is 2. And that fills in for our b, little h, and big H. They mean the same thing as our previous problem. The only thing really different about this problem is the fact that we have 1/6 here instead of 1/3. And that's because if you think about the formula for finding the area of a triangle, it's 1/2 base times height. So that 1/2 times 1/3 becomes 1/6, in case you were curious. So we're going to plug in what we know. So we have v equals 1/6 times the base, which is 2, times the height of the base, which is 3, times the height of the pyramid, which is 4. Again, like I said, if these three numbers get mixed up a little bit, not a huge deal because we're multiplying. So we're going to do 2 times 3 times 4, which would give us 24. So we'll have 1/6 times 24. And again, I could either type 1 divided by 6 times 24 in my calculator, or I can just do 24 divided by 6, which we conveniently know is 4, and our unit is inches cubed. Okay? I hope this video finds you well. Good luck.